Okay, we're a little early, but let's think it's time for some streamage. I did suggest that people could get started, but apparently we haven't got any games going at the moment, so I'm just going to queue myself up and we'll see what happens. So, how are we all doing? Is Draconis the only person here? If so, hi. We apparently have 3 people waiting in the forum at least, so we should hopefully get a game fairly soon. There was a message about server shutdowns, which was a retracted message at the top of the screen where it looked as if it was going to... Hi! Looked as if it was going to be shut down and I have to move on to Mahjong Time, which apparently has a Washizu Mahjong mode, which is interesting. Not sure it's interesting enough to go back, but... Yeah, sorry for that. So, yeah. Apparently we have 4 as a Smody Draconis. Let's get a game on. There are 4 of you there. Come on. One more. Who's not in the game? I have points to grab back from Viking here, and I badly need games. As already mentioned, the final is going to be for last weekend in November, which is the 24th. So basically... the 3rd of November I'm not going to be able to do. I'm away for that thing with workouting. Can't avoid it, unfortunately. So 27th, 10th, 17th, and 24th. We have 4 Mahjong nights remaining before we crown the champion. And that means I badly need some points. 24th will be a prolonged Mahjong day, probably starting around 7 PM, going all the way until the midnight timer, at which point we will declare the winner. Draconis is logged in his other account today. Well, that's fine, as long as we can identify you. In the meantime, I'm waiting on either Smody or Urza then. Draconis is hexed! Ah, sorry, Urza. I mean, it's not too much earlier, and we are probably going to go a little longer, but... So, I assume, Draconis, you are Doom. Or doomed, possibly. But we'll see. So, starting south. Have a triplet of the 6s, pair of wests. Might develop. Good luck, all. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, we'll cut the 9-1 here. Not going to take it. It's just tempting to take that, but it's 2 septars for later, so I'm happy to just hold off for the moment. We can't really push this to triplets at the moment anyway, unless we're extremely fortunate, but we might be able to get a reasonably quick hand, depending on how things go. Alright, 7 would be a good draw. West is, unfortunately, still not a bonus tile for us. Unfortunately, we may have to call a second one, but I'm not sure that really helps us. Prefer to draw it. Okay, so I guess we've got 7 pairs as a backup plan then. Red 5, that's better than 8. We see 2 reds, we'll get rid of the red here. So welcome to your doom! One dot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's always a bit dodgy, but obviously since I'm starting the Melva stream earlier and, you know, 2 hours seems fine for a stream in all honesty. I don't know. We'll work something out, I'm sure. It generally means I'm slightly more awake as well, which is always a plus. I'm going to get rid of the 8 here. I don't want to get rid of the south just yet, although I probably should. And we're likely going to have to get rid of both of the norths here, so I reckon I'm still free from ideal tempo. If I draw the 3rd west, I suppose I've got options that way. And I guess I can call and try and lock in the Toy Toy. But of course the Norths are locked out, so that's got to be my pair rather than triplet. Interesting. So here I'm going to make a decision to swap out. I can still call a West and a South at this point, and I probably would from now on. So we're leaning towards possible Sunanko. Get rid of my 2 Norths. So I can call West, I can call South, get myself ready for Toy Toy. South is also a bonus trial, so that's worth going Toy Toy South. Nothing I can do with that. If I draw a pair of either of those, then we're possibly in business for other things here. So call West. 1 from Tenpai. Pass. Gonna pass, but there's still a chance I can get Sunanko. If I draw that last South, I'm in a Sunanko Tenpai. So let's not force things, let's just get ourselves close. His Nageshi ruined! Oh, I don't know, he's still drawing ones. No, I did call his West, so that does kill his Nageshi off, but to be fair, it was looking unlikely. It's always unlikely, though. Tenpai, but I'm going to make the 5 pass. So South, 3-6. And 3-6 is only on a sumo. South is the only way I can win naturally.
Each.
2,000 points if the South gets played randomly here. I should fold this. Should have folded it.
Wrong.
Yeah. That was a poor decision on my part, but hey, we're making it early. Hanneman down. 12,000 points. Smody, well done. You have stuff and things, and I should have folded. That wasn't even worth that much, in all honesty. Hello, Viking. I'm losing as always. North's not worth calling here. It is a great start to things, I'll be honest. Especially as I badly need to catch up some points. Anyway, feel free to start a second game if you can. And in the meantime, I am going to try and undo my Hanneman. So drawing a 5 feeds a potential tan pin style hand. Probably want to get rid of a Norths now. Pin through them, not tan pin, but we've got one door. Okay, red 5s. So 2 doors. I'm going to have to get rid of one of these. Probably the Tuso or the 3 dot at the moment. Okay, we'll keep that going for the moment. Pair of 9s might potentially be helpful later. Okay, triplet and Norse have been discarded. This is not a good deal around right now. That's good, though. So we're now 1 from Tenpai. Waiting on 3-5. So I could call that and be in Tenpai, but it wouldn't be a legal hand, so I can't take it for the moment. Does probably mean Urz is close. He might not be in Tenpai yet, but he's got to be there or thereabouts. Okay, cut the free. So 9, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8. There's plenty of tiles to get me to Tenpai now. That was not one of them. That would have been one of them, but unfortunately can't do that now. So that's locking that in for 9. So I'm one shot, one tile out, and it's really a problem right now. If I get a red 5 as well, that puts this up to Hanneman territory, and that immediately brings back my actually probably Mungan rather than Hanneman, but as dealer, effectively same value. Color 2.
Riichi.
Okay, so Modi reaching from the lead on the 7. I don't have a direct... 9's not greatly safe against that, so I might deal into another Ipatsu if I get Tenpai here. I didn't. 2's dodgy. But mind you, I see all the... I see a lot of 1s, I see a lot of 3s. That's the 4th 2. No point in just dealing that for Tenpai, but a pair of 7s is interesting.
Riichi.
Riichi Madora. No, I think we've got to go with that. Dora's risky against that hand, but I have to go with a 5-8 here. We are dealer, of course, so we do have a dealer threat on. And we'll take that back, sir. Thank you very much. One order as well. Thank you very much. There we go. That's how you rebalance things. I needed that, though. Did need that. Yeah. So that's me undoing a bad play previously by being aggressive to counter that, which is what you have to kind of try and do. Still, gotta try and avoid dealing into silly hands like that this time. We did, sir. Sorry. Well, I was a lot of points behind. As it happens, but hey. We'll see. So this could easily be quite a good little quick pin-through hand. I kind of want to keep that if I can, but I'll toss the green. The one's already even played anyway. Okay, good draw. Let's call the 9 here. Indeed there is, Chiral, apparently. Rise is doing Rise-like things. I have no idea what this necessarily entails, but still, he's doing Rise-like things. Second game has started. Okay. Keep me posted, and please post the results when you get around to that point in the game. Yeah, 7's not helpful here. I already discarded a 9. Debbie and Viking. Also, hello, Debbie. Yeah, 6 is useful. And it gives me basically the 2-5... sorry, the 3-5-7 possible improvement rates, so that's worth going for. So 1 there, close wait for the 5. Which I suppose we could take as a bluff. We are dealer, so being aggressive as dealer is always advised if you can do it. Darn it, I had an Ipeko that I've discarded, although admittingly they were all a bit far away. The 9 was arguably keepable with this, but I felt there were more opportunities here. 6 would be nearly perfect. If I had a 6, actually, that would be better, because I might even go for the quick call, go for it. But since they don't have Tanyo established, we'll avoid. No Wests have been played yet, which makes West a bit of a dodgy tile for later, but we'll see. Darn it, there's 2 winners gone. Okay. Yeah, let's toss that. Unfortunately, this, I suppose, toss for 2 being a pin through weight. Okay, Doom just decides to win. And he had Dora, that's a Hanneman. So we've had Hanneman, Dealermongen, Hanneman thus far in this game. This is becoming a bit of a heavy one. And I unfortunately get off worse from that. Still, that's not a bad hand to recover with. So we're heavily leaning into Honitsu territory with this one, because we've got plenty of honor tiles. We have pair of the bonus tile as well. This feels easy enough to make one-handed. It's a bit forceful, but we need some points. Actually, this could be forceful for other things as well, but we'll see how it goes. Though one West has now been played, so... And if North gets called, then that obviously kills that hand off. Okay, toss a dragon, so we have 2 wins. If West gets played now, I have a 1-4 Tenpai. No, he's being aggressive against double call. He is dealer, so he's entitled. I suppose, does he have the Honitsu? I would love to call a West here. I think... No, there's only one North played. This is still workable. That's a good draw. I don't think it necessarily helps me, though. I think we'll keep with that. Darn it. I should have gone... I guess it wouldn't have mattered that much. If I'd discarded the 8 instead and gone for that side, it would have ruined it. The West is kind of locked in as a pair, but... By now, no, he's only after a Tanyo, so this is a higher grade of hand that I'm going for right now. Called Tanyo is not really threatening me as a dealer. I'd love a West get played just to force the bluff. Just to force the discarding. But we'll take that. So West 8. Draw a North, I'm going to have to go for the Yakuman. It's wrong to do it on every level. But if I draw a North, I'm going to break up Tenpai and go for the Yakuman here. Who is going to be dodgy and play the West Wind? Sooner or later, somebody will have to. Problem is, it's such a bad play with one West remaining. Okay, it didn't work, but that's fine. So, dealer repeats, 2,000 points. You got lucky. Alright, play south. So green is the bonus dragon for the moment. Means we'll toss the west. Got a pair of my wins, so that's a nice little security blanket for later. I've got a few points to try and make up in this game if I can. And one east has been discarded, so I probably want to get rid of my east here if I can. Guess I'll keep on that for the moment. Okay, that's better. So we got a set, so we're now just waiting on something like that, I suppose. Cheap hand, move the dealer on. And it's not really a good calling. I still need to get a pair of something, but I assume I can do that. The hand's in Tenpai. Okay, Tenpai on the 7. Yeah, south. Green dragon. So there's no 9s left, so... Well, there's one line left, so there's no point in being on a 9 free weight. Still all the 7s are out, though. Which, while not a good weight, is at least something that could be done. And in fact, there we go. No, it will not. 1,000 points only, but hey. Sorry, I'm having to now sell off my eBay craftables. Somebody is asking about them. Okay, so we are West Wind. We'll get rid of our 8-2 for the moment. And immediately draw that. Alright, we'll keep the 5 because that might potentially be helpful for later, but... That's perfectly acceptable. Discard the west. So I guess we're looking to pin Fu here. Force a green dragon. Okay. There was a pause, so that was a half chance there. If I draw a 4, I'm in a 2-sided wait. Not ideal, so I might even wait and just see if we can upgrade to pin Fu. Okay, get rid of the 5 dot now. Oh, that's nice. Okay, it's a bit locked in, but we can do it this way. Now go for Ipeiko. Red Dragon's alive still, so I'm going to guard the free and see what happens. But I might have to reach on the Red Dragon. Or not. Okay, red 5. So hand value is going up. South still not a bonus star for me, but I now have 2 safes. If I can just draw that last 7. Oh, East was live as well.
Home.
Darn it. Alright, we're giving Smody some points. What's the 4? So 1-7 has been played. There are 2 left I can draw. Alright, south-south, and we're going to aim for that side of the pin fu. Well, I assume we get the 7, it'll be a pin fu, but...
Home.
Not quite. Doom calls, so he's probably Tenpai. I'd say Silent Tenpai would be perfect from this position, but we're not going to get it. Not on a free discard. We have 2 Dora, though. If I draw that 7, this is going to be very hard to... we'll see. It's going to be very hard to give this up if I draw a 7. Wrong 7. Oh, I don't know. I think I just got to go with that. Ryan Peiko if I draw a 6 now. Discarding Fedora to do it, but Ryan Peiko. Forso might be safe here. Two we know is safe. Well, our game has been Hanneman, Mungan, Hanneman. So we've had all action here. No. So I'm going to be 1 from Tenpai. Suppose I could call a 7 here, but that was it. Chance gone. No 10. Waiting on 5 white. Waiting on 5-8. So the gap increases. Green Dragon is Fedora again. And this looks like a fairly good starting hand, in all honesty. Slightly worse now that both of those have been discarded. But we still have potential here. Alright, toss the middle character. It's a bit risky, but hey. In fact, it was just called upon, but you know. So dealer being a bit rampagey. Apparently Doom, rather than Draconis, is... he's doing alright. I'm not sure he's better yet. It's too soon to tell. But if this is a ploy and he's now being played by a professional... Nah. Honestly, he's just being aggressive as dealer, which is fine. Okay, that's a good draw. So that gives us triplet run. 1 from Tenpai then. Of course, it's waiting on this, but hey. Cannot have everything. Oh. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, if you want to cheat your way to victory, go ahead, but we will think all the worse of you. Hey, if you're doing that, you might as well hack the system to give you a Tenho every single game. Alright, Doom picks up a small win. So dealer repeats. Game's still kind of in flux at the moment. We're still in these rounds. We draw on double bonus tile. But nothing too exciting here. I guess we keep that. It gives us 4 pairs plus bonus tile. We could lunge for Toy Toy or 7 pairs. We'll just see how this develops.
Home.
North called by Smody. Alright, he's in a rush. It'd be easy enough to do, but... Oh... Occasionally that happens, though. Alright, let's toss the 7 risky tile here. I suppose we always have the option of trying to make this into Honitsu, but it would be a stretch from here. That's a depressing thing to discard immediately after the 7, but hey. So gap 19.5 of the leader. We're still in third, though. I think I called this, actually. We're possibly forcing this a little hard, but we'll see how this develops. Yeah, we're definitely forcing it now if Smody wants to call this. Alright, Doom's also going aggressive and is dealt in. Okay, I'm okay with this as turn of events. I'm okay with that. So, the gap to the leader has dropped slightly, which helps my position out. Now I'm 15,000 points behind, and I'm 1 closer to the dealer turn. And that's a very good start. Got a nice shape, possibly a Tsu. Bit early to say, admittingly, but it's there. Okay, we'll toss the East because it's no longer bonus style. I mean, it was a Dora, but that just means I want to get rid of it sooner. Okay, and the dragon. So, yeah, we got 3 basically Pinfu weights here. Get rid of the 1-9. Pretty much there. So, 2 good draws for Tenpai. Or he just takes that win anyway. Alright. You're not playing Tetsu, you can't grab your pairs back. Okay, so we've got risky things coming up now. He's likely on some kind of obscure pair weight, though. Got 9 as a definite safe tile if we draw the 8 or the 5. Oh, we need a pair, don't we? In for a penny. No. But he decides to go aggressively into this reach. So we're 1 from Tenpai now. 1-4 gets us there. Trying to work out if that's actually good for me or not. I'm actually just going to toss a safe tile here. I guess I've still got the 8, the 6, 1-4 for Tenpai. Five gets me there on a 1-4. 4 gets me there. Yeah, basically any Manzu tile except 9 I think now gets me to Tenpai, and there we go. Cheap hand, I'm now the dealer. Smody is slowly clawing his way back. And now this is the hand I need. I hit Adora, which is a good starting point. The rest of the hand is not too helpful. I should probably have kept the Red Dragon and gone for a bonus pair of some sort, but we'll just see. I need to develop. Okay. Getting there. Toss the 1. Wow, I've drawn useful tiles every draw thus far. If I draw the 4, I'm in Tenpai. 4, so I mean. Okay, not entirely useful, but I might be able to make that work for something else. It puts me into a 1-9. All 3 tiles left. So that'd be a good early reach, or I could go for the 3. That's a good draw. Okay, so for safe tiles, anything a player has discarded, they're not allowed to win on. This also includes any tile which includes that as a weighting pattern. So, for example, if a player needs a 4-so or a 7-so to win, then they cannot win off your discards if they have either the 4 or the 7 in their discard pile at the time. So if, for example, Doom requires a 9 dot or a 6 dot, he can't be winning off that. This means that tiles 3 away from the tiles played are sometimes safe. That's the first kind of... Okay, apparently you're just getting confusing. You're also probably not responding to that. I'm going to adjust 2 here. Okay, so I'm still 1 from Tenpai. The 3 is safe, interestingly, so I've got that as a standby here. Play the East. So against this, 3 dot, 9 dots are probably safe. He's also playing a lot of Sozi tiles, especially towards the lower ends, so I would say those are probably safer. This is a really dodgy tile, but it is 3 away from his 8. I'm 1 away. I need to also be in Tenpai here. This is torturous, but I need to attack. Okay. So I need that 6 dot or the 4 dot. 4-so. 6-so or 4-so. Or that. Reach on the safe tile. This is a Suti trap, but we got to go for it. Yeah, you can stop giving unhelpful advice right now. But yeah, the first 10 rule is quite useful for knowing how to discard defensively in this game. Though I will be honest, there are rules and exceptions to a lot of what happens. And it's always possible that somebody can use knowledge against you. For example, I'm waiting on the tile that's 3 away from what I discarded, which would arguably be called a safe tile. Unfortunately, if I was waiting on the 4, like I was planning on waiting earlier, I'd have won with that. Arg. I chose wrong. Well, that means Smodi's now in the lead, and I've got a lot of work to do in 2 hands. Yeah, I don't think this is possible now, but we'll have a go. If I'd waited on the other tile, I'd have had the win on head bump rules, which if nothing else would have been dealer repeat. Okay. So White Dragon here is relatively safe. We see 2 of them early, so therefore there's no chance that anybody can be waiting on that tile. Hence we'll get rid of it here. We have now got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs with Dora. I'll draw a 5th pair in the... okay, discarded the pair. How do you mean, Aegon? Because officially it doesn't really matter. If you mean if you actually have the tiles in front of you, no, you're free to shuffle your tiles however you want. So. All right, play the green. This hand's not looking valuable here. I guess if I were to get the 7 pairs, then... Oh yeah, you can turn that off, but there's not much need to in this. Alright, toss for 7 dot. So we're now leaning much more towards Pinfu, Tanyo with that 1. But what we really need here is a big finish. And this hand does not have big finish potential right now. If I could Khan something, then maybe I could develop it further, but we're getting to the stage where we do need Khans to win. Or a direct Hanneman or something of that nature. That's a good draw. Let's dump the West for now. So here we secured the pair of 9s. We're trying to just finish up all the other parts of the hand. 6 man would be our ideal draw. There's 1,000 extra points on the table. Yeah, that's not looking likely with my current hand, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Need some tempi for or a nothing Dora 1 hand, but I might need that nothing Dora 1 hand. Play the 2 as it's slightly safer. Eight's safe. So he's directly played an 8, so any matching tile has definitely safe against a direct hit. I mean, he could still be waiting on that 8, but he'd have to draw it himself by the rules of the game. Just gotta draw another west. I can't, I don't have the tiles. I can't.
Gee.
The fact that I could have got quite close to doing it is beside the point. So last chance of getting anywhere. I can call the 5s. No, they wouldn't get me in close enough.
Kang.
There! There's your Khan. I mean, it was a silly thing to do in all honesty, but you know. Okay, so still south. Kind of. It's not always a guaranteed thing. However, 3 tiles away is usually a good place to start for safe tiles. It's fine. You didn't need it anyway. You didn't need that Haite. Which I spelled wrong, but hey. I know. I was so far away from that. Well, at least you're having a bad day as well. I don't mind it. At least I hope you're having a bad day and you're not just going, oh dear God, what is happening? Why am I so lucky? Awesome. Awesome. It means I'm not completely wasting away in third here. £1,000, sir. So it's a 1,000-point deposit in order to clear a reach. The reach is a bit of a gamble, but it does increase the value of your hand if you win. So he's given up 1,000 points to add some value to his hand. He also gets to look at the tile underneath the west wind for additional Dora tiles. So there's plenty of chances for him to increase the hand's value with it. That being said, I'm going to get rid of this 7-8 here and just see if I can't move towards this Itsu. Yeah, no. Reaching can give you a high value hand, but you're forced to then discard everything you draw unless you're winning tile. It can be especially dangerous. It's extremely situational as to when it's good or not. Urza is in last place. He's got nothing to lose if he deals in. So therefore, it's perfectly right and valid for him to be reaching here to try and increase the value of his hand. Same probably arguably works for me as well. Hence why I'm also discarding risky middle tiles in the middle of a game after somebody's declared reach. Here though, we're looking for this. Oh, I'm not even close to second either here. I'm 19,000. Yeah. I'm miles away here. Unless I draw something. I can calm the freeze. I can definitely calm the freeze if that comes off. Because again, I'm trying to increase the value of my hand. And he self-draws. Oh, darn it. If I can't, I'd have ruined him. Oh, well. So, Urza picks up enough points. I think that puts him into third. It does. So, final hand. I need anything to overtake him. And this is looking dodgy even if I go for this. I mean, yay, I might get a turn free Tenpai, but this is not a high value hand at all. Oh well. I suppose I could have kept that, tossed the white, and hoped for a 7, 8, 9 Sanchku.
Boom.
Yeah, Doom's trying to end it quickly. Actually, I don't know why he's trying to end it quickly. He needs about 3 Han, maybe 4 Han as dealer. Actually, he is dealer. Okay, but ignore me. If he wins his dealer, he gets another turn, so he will want to win as quickly as possible to try and secure it. If he gets a direct hit, he likely will take over the lead anyway. Okay, we have a set of dragons. That means I can reach in dragons, which is potentially nice. Alright, let's toss my 8s here. So we got dragons, red Dora, reach, free Han, hope for a Khan. See what happens.
Each.
Yeah, so there we go. So reach, hope we draw the last green dragon. Khan, get 4 Uradura. You know, all the good stuff I need. I need to draw that last green dragon, sir, and likely is somebody's trying to hold on to this. A round ends when we get to the end of South 4, as long as a player has more than 30,000 points, the game ends at that point. So this is the last hand of the round, unless something catastrophic happens and both these players drop below 30,000, which would take a deal, which would take me going up to San Baiman with this hand, which looks impossible. In fact, I would hazard to guess it is impossible. Also, my Khans are gone, so I have no chance of improving the value here. Unless somebody wants to Khan against me, which I don't think Doom would do. I'm going to give... Alright, fine.
Don't.
You owe me, sir. You owe me, sir. So, yeah, that promotes me back into third place, and I give Doom the victory. GG. Alright, I'll queue up for the next game, and we'll see what happens. Might just be the same group again, but we'll work that out when we get there. Should probably try and observe the other game, shouldn't I? Okay, no worries, sir. We'll catch you later then. Meanwhile, I'm just going to go and quickly set up the other one. So we're just going to observe the other game that's going on at the moment, see if we can get the results. It's in South 1. It started a bit later. Debbie is dealer, and Cheers has just dealt into Horsky. Now, there's a 5-minute delay on this, so we'll see. But Cheers had a lot of points. So we're observing from behind Debbie at the moment into South 2. And we'll see. So Incidental Dragon. Viking had the option of calling it for a triplet, but of course you want to... You got timed out for making an unhelpful comment when somebody was asking questions, sir. If you're going to give bad Mahjong advice to beginners, then you're going to get out. Oh, apparently, though, this one's going to have a game. So it's Aegon. Aegon's joining us for a game. This could go well. Well, good luck, sir. So Aegon has played about 1 or 2 games in this tournament, in the last year's tournament. That's kind of it, though. And he's never asked further questions on things, so we'll have to see what he's actually picked up. No. Although I want you to do that. Alright, north to begin. So early Mahjong theory, get rid of your loose tiles as much as possible. So my next loose tile is probably the 8 or the 2. You don't want to get rid of anything in the middle too often because there's more tiles that can be helpful around it. So try not to get rid of 5s, 4s, 6s and the like too quickly. 3s and 7s, sure, the same kind of thing applies there. So again, we'll get rid of a 2 here. The 6 might have more useful tiles around it later. It's always slightly more dodgy to discard those early as well because it improves hands quicker. And we draw a triplet of the Wests. So now we'll discard it because it's the most isolated tile we have. Second turn reach. Because Kriev has hacked the game. Actually, I don't know. I can't see. But clearly he's on a dud reach. Normally, if they have an early reach, they're on something incidental and they're waiting on a single tile, and likely it's the tile that somebody else is free of. Or it's a silly weight that nobody would play into. Not always, in fairness, but it usually is something of that nature. That's a good draw. So now we're 1 from Tempai, waiting on 5-6. I guess I prefer to draw... I guess get rid of the 8 there. That was a little interesting. It's basically the same maths on both sides, but... I don't know. If I get out a 5, I can make this back to Pinfu. So that was the consideration with that one. Pinfu is all runs, but although I'm missing, I have to get rid of a Westwind to do that.
Khan.
Okay, we have a Khan from Doom. It's an open Khan as well, so I imagine he's in Tempai. Or just being silly. So that'd be my ideal draw here, but we'll see. 4-dot might actually be better for me in all honesty, because that puts me Tempai on a 4-7 at least. 7 of course gets me Tempai on the 4, 4 gets me Tempai on the 7-4, so yeah. Plenty of ways this can go. Yeah, everybody wants their points back. 7, unfortunately, is not a bonus tile for me, and that's helpful. So this means I can now call for 2 for Tempai as well. So 2, 4, 7. Unfortunately, I have dealt 2. And he had double Dora. Well, let's hope this start happens exactly as it did last time. I just get all my points immediately back. So 1 Dora in my hand. North, red, and a Manzu. So we'll get rid of a 9. Fair, fair. He didn't get any bonus off of that, so it was just literally his original Dora, but hey. Not helpful. I could try and force this, but it feels wrong to force the Honitsu from here. Red Dragon. Okay, now we can force the Honitsu. We have bonus backup if it goes wrong. We're only got 3 tiles to get rid of. Now we'll start calling. Especially now. Get rid of Adora last, because that's always the most dodgy tile to get rid of. Means I can call the 4, still have a run pair. So getting close.
Home.
Okay, call toss Fedora. Let's see what happens. Okay, nothing much.
Home.
Okay, so I have bonus. I'm probably not going to watch the ending in all honesty. Just the result. So 1-4. I suppose if I draw a 4, I can go into a Toy as well. Actually, no, I can't because I have to do that. No, significantly. We'll take the points back. Thank you very much, sir. Unfortunately, not all of the points back, but hey, got to start somewhere. So that hand pretty much started exactly the way the last game did. I hope it doesn't end up with being third, though. Alright, south to start. Good draw. Yeah, I think we toss the 7 here and just see if we can incorporate that. I have a possible Itsu going on as well, so we might drop this set just to go and get this done, especially if we get the 6 soon. Wrong 6. Alternatively, we'll just build this up and see what happens on this side of things, because it's possible we could go into a Honitsu as well, or a Chinitsu even from this point. As much as I like to call those, not going to help me. This being the door is a bit dodgy, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's keep on this plan.
Home.
Door free for Aegon. Okay, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. And I think now we might even be on the Chinitsu plan here. Just all value, all push, Chinitsu. Depends what comes up.
Chi.
Tanyo. I'm playing the 8 right now. 7's not ideal for us. I'm going to toss for 9. So see, Aegon's on Tanyo Dora free, so it's not... So it's a Mungan hand. It's big enough to take the lead right now. Green Dragon, not live, but... Oh, okay. Aegon's kind of ruined his hand now. So Aegon, because he's got the 1 in his hand, is not on a Tanyo anymore, so I think he's just got Dora free and nothing. Which is the beginner's Furitan. This is the beginner's trap, not having a Yaku secured. So right now he does not. The only thing he could have, I suppose, is a set of red dragons, because none of those have been played yet. But that's the only way he has a Yaku right now. Well, as I say, we see greens. They could have whites, I suppose, actually. Green and white is still available. If he does, though, he's on a single wait for something. Alright, let's start this. I'm going to be aggressive because I don't think Aegon's got anything. Also, a Chinitsu is always worth pushing. If you can get it. Didn't work in the end, but hey. Apparently, no, he did not have dragons. 5 though, is a triplet of salves and another Honitsu one. So 95 from the lead. Pair of Norths. Get rid of the 1 at this point. 3 Stilvadora, so we would like to keep this. Aiden calls the 1s. So Toy Toy or a 1 suit hand is the best thing he can be going for right now, unless he has a triplet of things. He just, well, I guess so, but he'd have still needed to get that. This is a perfectly valid hand now. It's a very aggressive dealer start as well. Not when Doom had a triplet of them in his hand. If he was waiting on that, he was waiting a long time to get 2 of those. Okay, 1 from Tenpai then. I guess I don't have an Itsu, but I mean there is one man left, but short of going into some Chunkan nonsense. Well, it's not wrong. He's gone Toy Toy Dragons. Toy Toy Dragons is a perfectly valid hand to have, so I can't say that's wrong, especially as dealer. So it'd be unfair. It'd be unfair to necessarily, you know, punish him for this. This is a good hand. He is representing a genuine threat on board. That's 8,000 points at least. That's what I mean. He's got around 8,000 points as dealer, so it's not a bad hand to be going for. Assuming he knows he's going for it, of course. But yeah, that would be a bit mean of me to say. Okay, so I can call the 8s, be in Tenpai on the 6. Honitsu South. So we will take this. Well, there's a draw. But we'll take a Mungan back. That was, yeah, that was a lucky draw. And the advantage of taking Tenpai when it's offered sometimes. I've drawn nothing. I mean, I've had character tiles since the start of the game. It's just... it's all I've been drawing. Clearly, it is the time for a Churin Poto. So Red Dragon's the ideal draw for right now. That gets me pretty close to Tenpai. Okay. Wish we'd have kept that in hindsight, but it's fine. Again, this is the disadvantage of not getting rid of single 4s, except everything else was kind of related. West is not the tile I want to call right now. Red Dragon is, but that will do. So Red Dragon, the Tenpai, or I can reach on the 2-5 and then I can call the West. So 2-5 dot would be perfect right now. I have to draw an 8. Could I go for a Sanchku? Is that too greedy? It's greedy, but I'm going to go with this. Because if I do pull off the... I want to give myself a shot at this. Because dealer Sanchku Sheila Sanchiku Dragon would be a huge hand. Especially with Dora. So this could potentially be a finishing hand if this pays off. Unfortunately, it's not going to be now, but I've still got Dragon, Sanchiku, Dora. So it's still free Han. It meets the minimum qualifications. It's not going to be ridiculous. I think this has guarded nothing but Manzi tiles. I'm not sure what he's going at here, but either way, I've been given the Sanchiku. So there we go. Dragon, Sanchiku, Adora. Open, unfortunately, so I did lose a lot bit of value there, but it got the win, and that's all that matters right now. So we have a big lead against all of our main opponents, and we can now start pressing the lead a little bit more. We have multi-pairs as well, which is possibly where I'm leaning towards with this hand. We might just see if we can force a Toy. No requirements, as long as you're reasonably confident about playing the game, it's perfectly valid. The link is down there. I don't believe you need to necessarily be a member, but if you would tell me who you are when you get into the game. The only requirement I would say is that if you're in a game directly with me, I would prefer you to mute the stream and preferably minimize it. Largely because I don't want you looking over my hand, but... Yes, I mean, Aegon is very definitely a beginner, but you know, we don't mind beginners here. We really don't. And we will always try and offer genuine help, with the exception of Kriev, who likes to be silly. So yeah, I'm possibly forcing this a little too hard. And Aegon, because he's a beginner, will not play defensively. So I've got to factor that in somewhere. Also, that's the worst draw I can make because I can't use it. We're all beginners. I mean, I barely classify myself as an amateur. So, you know, I'm upgraded from beginner to amateur. That's what I classify myself as. And I've been streaming this for nearly 2 years now, so take of that what you will. Aegon is actually playing, yeah. He looked like he had a strong hand a little while ago, and unfortunately I stopped it because I'm very mean. Yeah, he's still in the game. I mean, he's in 4th, but he's not too far behind 2nd. Less than a Mungan. Yeah, this was a push I didn't necessarily need. But the important thing is, dealer, always apply pressure because it means people will fold more often or play insane risks to get around you. We believe in you. Oh, a game started. We have a game. Why Dragon? Live. Didn't matter. Why Dragon was the bonus door as well. I should really have kept that. There we go. So there's Toy Tenpai. Also threatening an odd Yaku here of 9s. What, the gongs? The gongs of battle scared you? Terribleness. Since you're not on stream with me, feel free to ask questions as long as they don't relate directly to your games and things. But yeah, potentially more points for Viking, but hey. I wasn't expecting to be beating him at the top of this anyway. We'll see what happens come the last day, but I think it is going to require some reverse of that little comeback he made. I was about 200 points ahead of him at the start of the 4 hours. I forget what the exact thing is, but it's on the YouTube, so feel free. So we have... How many of our winners are actually out? I think all of our winners are still alive. So all 4 of our potential winning tiles are there. You did make a bit of a stretch in the last 4, though. You did come back to win by 1 point. Okay, Reach. This is where I now have to start thinking about playing defensively here. So West Wind is not his bonus tile, and one was just played, so we'll take that. East Wind, he's played.
Home.
Aiden calls. 1, 2. Oh, is this the unlikely weight? No, he's not in a single one dot. I was thinking about hell weights there, and that could have potentially been one. 5 dot middle is a bit of a dodgy one. It passes. I should fold this.
Home.
Well, he skipped a turn. I mean, honestly, I'm pushing a nothing hand, so I don't know why I'm doing this. 7 passed. Let's see if 4 does.
Long.
Well, there you go. Toi Toi Honitsu, and Smodi's back in the game. Okay, so we've drawn White Dragon, White Dragon. This actually could well be going towards Honitsu here. We've drawn a triplet of a 2s, triplet of a 9s. Let's see what we can do with this. Another pair would be nice. Or we just go completely on this plan. Yeah, this is the wrong way to get rid of. I should have got rid of this first, but I'm thinking Honitsu is the plan here. Okay, it's got east. So 4 tiles left to go to get to a Chinitsu state. Which would be Hanneman, because we've got the red 5 in there as well. Play the green. Who's got the green?
Home.
Smody does. Okay, we're close. We're 1 away from Tenpai, so I'm happy to try and hold off. If I draw an 8, I'm probably going to start dumping 2s and see if I can get this into a... No, maybe not. Maybe I'll have to maybe I'll have to go for this. Okay, dump 1 9. If we draw the Tenpai 8, then we'll go for it. That was Vidora. Okay, now nobody can call Reach. This seems like a good time to do this. Boom! 5,200. You try, you fail. You try, you fail, but I win. I wanted the reach. Alright, let's get rid of this 9-8. We still got dragons, so... But yeah, this is looking fairly strong for me right now. I'm slightly ahead of Smody, but not by a great amount. Aegon calls the west, which may or may not be actually helpful to him. Let's guard the other side of that. So 5 red. See what happens here. I'm tempted to just call the red anyway and try and get Smody off a dealer turn since he is our closest rival in points. So if a red comes up, we are going to take it and try and accelerate ourselves towards a quick hand.
Boom.
Okay, Smody's on the quick attack as well. It's not abysmal for us. We'll drop the 7. See what happens here. We've got the 1s for our pairs, of course, but we're just hoping on that dragon, which is looking more and more unlikely as this goes on, in fairness, because it's probable somebody has a pair of themselves. So we may have to wait for a reach. I'm hoping Smody's overextended and has a pair of them himself, but that's possible wishful thinking. Especially as it's not true. Alright, play for 2. So now, 5, 7, 3, 6 for Tenpai. And I can take them from Aegon if I want. 7 would be ideal because it is Vidora, but that does not actually help me. I assume you're talking about your own game because mine's nowhere near a Nageshi. Also, Nageshi never works. Oh, you're possibly Itsu. We cannot handle the possible Itsus. I haven't hit Nitsu in so long, I have to be honest. I've hit at least 2 possible ones this game, but... Okay, Aegon calls. Come on, play 5-7. Play Vidora. No. He's on for a hand. I mean, you can't blame him for this. A dot. Yeah, I had another one in hand. Another one was played there. He goes reaching. So I guess we cut this and hope to be safe. I don't think 5 is going to be safe, so we're probably going to ride this one out. We have 4, which is a definite safe tile against him. Yeah, both my 4s actually, so... 6 we don't know about. Let's toss our own 4 there. 6 would have been safe as well. But yeah, we're folding this one. Which is fine. So he was waiting on Toy Toy, waiting on the Free North. Thankfully we have one of those. And waiting on a... Yeah, 5-8. It's a bit late though, but... Does mean I'm only 500 points ahead of the dealer though. Which is a little dodgy. Let's just see what we can do. So we'll play the free, so it's our only one. Probably worth keeping, in all honesty, in most situations, but we'll play this because we want a bonus tile of some sort. That, unfortunately, is backfired because if I'd kept the free, got that instead, I'd have had a much better situation developing. We also know South is probably safe, so we'll get rid of one there. So what we really want is Aegon to come good and take some points off Smody. That'd be perfect for us, I think. Why dragon?
Boom.
Aegon is going all triplets. I mean, he's got one hand, but it's working for him. So we're giving up on our bonus tile plan because we're quite close to just hitting Pinfu at this point. So if we get the red 5 there, then that puts us basically Tenpai for the 5. Yeah, it's a better draw. Okay. So now, if we get the 5 there, we have Pinfu. Reach Pinfu. And that'll be enough to make us... well, move us a bit further ahead of Smody. I'm not necessarily reach it, though. I'm debating that right now. Get rid of 2 so. Suppose I could have kept that, dumped the 6. Could have given me an extra tile I could have possibly won with. Never apologize for Uradura. Alright, that's helpful. So that gives us 8-5 on this side now. So now it will be Pinfu regardless of which side we get. Possibly Ipeiko as well. So Ipeiko, Pinfu. No Dora though. Let's hit a red 5.
Each.
So, reach Pinfu. Possible Ipeiko if the 8 gets played. And it looks like I'm on a dot weight. Oh, and he's pursued it. Okay, so it's still a 500-point gap. He could have just not done anything and I'd have had to worry about that. Thankfully, draw safe tile. 5-8. Wrong 5. Come on, 5-8. That's fine. I can take that 8. That 8's fine. Seven's dodgy, but passes. How much money is on this then? So you can want that. Let me know if you want me to kick him again. Dots. Okay, Haite. Yeah, it was unlikely. And in fact, all of my outs seem to be out by the look of that. But hey, 1,000 points. Dealership remains. The gap remains. 500 points. So we have one Dora. North doesn't help us out very much, though. So we're just going to have to hope we draw something else. I mean, I'm guessing Honitsu is probably the best way to go with this. Kind of wish I'd been a bit more aggressive on it, maybe. We'll see. So 2 Dora now. Draw the 3. Puts me in a reasonable position. Actually, yeah, let's push the Honitsu here. Honitsu has been good to us, so especially with these. Especially as this lineup is possible Itsu. Rise poofs into existence at the end of the Mahjong night. Open Itsu. Honitsu for free.
Chi.
So I gave up the Itsu there, but only because I'm kind of thinking it's not going to work out for me if I do that. Ain is discarding a lot of Manzu, which suggests he's doing something silly or is just playing tiles. Either way,
Chi.
it's giving me the ability to call things. So no Norths have been played yet. Hatsu 9 still technically live here. Just need to draw. That's good. Alright, toss for 9. There's a chance we'll get the 1 or 4 of Aegon, so. White Dragon safe. So North discard for a 2-sided. Although actually there's no 4s left, so it's only a 1-sided weight. People playing a lot of dodgy Manzi tiles. Be a shame if I hit Tenpai in a turn or two. But yeah, those Norths haven't come out, have they? Unless Aegon is just trolling me and keeping them, I suppose. I haven't been bullying anybody. I've been praising him for playing well.
Dong.
Unfortunately, that was a steal, but only for 2,000. That's a 6,200. I only lose 32 of it, though. Does mean there is now a freeway battle at the top. So, suddenly, interesting stuff and things. We're double south. I'm last dealer. Time to shine, I think, is coming up. Four's good. Get rid of dragon. Four's good. Get rid of dragon. 7 gets me the possible Itsu. Two does not. 3 does not. 3 does it. 3 helps me towards a natural pin view, I suppose, but. This is a nice quick hand. I could possibly put myself in a strong position from here. Okay. So all the 4s are gone. 3 is now a little more likely to come off if this were to happen. Let's see. We also have 2 red tiles, which always has got to be factored in when we're building this. Also, I'm on for a Haite. With 1 tile possible for security. Okay, that's the 3. So Aegon looking for Toy Toy here. Wouldn't mind him taking one. Not that Aegon's at a severe risk of being busted out, but it'd be nice for him to win a couple of hands. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of my closed weight on the this side. Start building this way. So we're kind of looking to Tanyo rather than anything else right now. I know that 4 is kind of a dead tile, but I might be able to draw a 3. Free pair and go. Oh, you've had better hands than that, Ruin, sir. Also means I don't think there's any freeze left either, does it? Yeah. He could be. It'd be a big enough hand. He needs a bit more to come back, but is that game?
Chi.
Yeah, 3 of them discarded now. He's probably on Toy Story, though. I'm actually on nothing. I've not drawn anything. Naked Weight?
Chi.
Nope. Call for Tempo. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world if they pick a few points up on me here, but
Chi.
I'm not 100% sure that was worth it. Still need to call something else.
Home.
This is the odd get to Tempai in any stupid way possible method of playing. Haite, 3-6. Oh, wow.
Dong.
Oh, God, that was terrible. I apologize for that. I am sorry, sir. I had no right for that. I had no right to that.
Home.
Occasionally that kind of silly thing happens, and it can only happen if you're in Tempai, but still, I had no right to win that. Literally, I was joining in the madness of being Tempai at the end, which is not always a good place to be in. I don't want to be waiting on the dragon only if I can avoid it, so we'll try and avoid it. Okay, all the East have been played. Well, yeah, I've managed a Rinchan and a Haite, which would have been Yakulous otherwise. Honestly, that's quite ridiculous. So I'm leading now by about 4,000 points. This is not insurmountable by any stretch, but it means I'm probably secured second unless something disastrous to get wrong happens.
Home.
Aegon getting a Sound Byman somehow would be it. Yeah, but I was Yakulous into Haite, so... Alright, now we can toss that. So we're 1 away from Tempai, which won't be pinned through even if I get that, but I don't need much. I just need a winner. I'm tempted to throw those, you know, but I think we'll hold off. So 2-5 gets me there. Red Dragon gets me there a little neater, though of course I don't have a pair then. Which I guess is the one thing in favour of just tossing the 4 rather than the 3 there. Gives me the definite pair. In case the Red Dragon does show up.
Each.
Okay, so Modi with the attempt to take the lead. He needs 5,000 points at the end of this. I will match his discard. Provided I don't deal in, I should remain in second, regardless of what happens here. If I deal in, it's a different matter, however. I can go down quite a long way if that happens. Doom is in second, and will be guaranteed that, provided nothing silly happens. Okay, we'll play that. Means I'm probably not playing the reds anymore. Those are fixed. A dot. I don't think he wants them. I'm living a bit on the edge here, but mind you, so is... Ah! Why would you do that, sir? Why? Well, Aegon winning with a huge hand at the end. I mean, if he can get multiple cards. Self-drawn. Thankfully, he didn't have any Norths in his hand, but that is a Mungan. I think he takes the lead. Yeah, I was questioning, but I'm still ahead there. So I take second place. Modi takes the win, and I'm going to call that a stream, I think. There is one more game currently in progress, which I might just observe on, depending on how that's going. But that's me out of games for the moment. Okay, so we're in South 2. Chiz has a minor lead over Horsky. Let's see. I guess we should probably play from your perspective, actually. So I have a pair of East. Doesn't really have any other Yaku going on, so probably looking towards the Chanyo. If he drops the East, that'll get him quickest to a Tempai.
Boom. Chi.
So really, he should be getting rid of his East if he wants to get into Yaku here. Horsky has just gone massively mad on the calling front, but does at least have a Yaku, which is one of the important things. If you're going to be aggressive, make sure you have it. It does usually devalue your point scores, it has to be said. And in this case, it's looking a bit like a dead draw. No, in fairness, he wasn't. He only had one hand that was Yakuless, I think, so...
Gee.
Yeah, seriously, sir, stop it. We already have a troll, and his name is Rise, and we like him. Yeah, I'm out for the moment. It's about 11 PM, and I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'm going to call that. Well, that's just strategy, sir. That is clearly just strategy. All the tiles. Yeah, I was. I play card games with you, sir, and even though you don't roleplay, it's all good. It's all good. Well, you have mistakes in most games if you actually review them. How do I do that then? Ah, there we go. Well, I do that as well a lot, as you're well aware. In fairness, that is fine. I mean, that's building you up towards Toy Toy or all triplets. Possibly 7 pad. There's no fun allowed. No fun allowed. And it's fine. As I say, I've been playing for about 2 years and I'd still call myself intermediate at best, so... Oh, is a game over? Alright, no worries. Well, thanks, sir. Feel free to come back. We'll get you taught up eventually. If it does work, Kriev, for all of his nonsense and all of his silly plays, does actually play better than he likes to talk himself about. Rise is definitely an improved player. He was pretty much a beginner at one stage. Is now capable of playing quite well. Kyrol's learned to quite a high extent as well. So we do have some beginner level players here. The thing is, though, Viking is king. He will always be pretty much king. Until I beat him, hopefully. Draconis is good enough to beat him. JPB, whoever he is, also is quite a high-level player. So we do have a few ranks available in this league, and, you know. Well, Maybe. But you've already done it. Jesper's quite good. Yeah, this is true, but he's not around. Hey, Scotty. Unfortunately, I'm just ending this now, which is a shame, but this is pretty much me just observing the last game of the night, so I have the score. So, cheers, counter reach. Waiting on the 3 and the 4. You're waiting on just the 3. So, the one thing with this reach, I would say, Texin, is you're only waiting on one tile that's left, which sometimes is a bit risky. If you can always try and move yourself into a 2-sided or 3-sided wait where possible. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but the other advantage of having 2-sided waits is it tends to up the value of the hand a little bit. You can move yourself into an all runs, for example. Yeah, Yoha's Viking. He's got another account name, so he's changed his name as well. Or maybe it's not Viking. Maybe it's somebody completely different. I can just put a new entry in the league table.
Sumo.
Does Sumo. Does get a win. So there we go. Reach Sumo and no order. So 2,000 points plus the 2 reach sticks moves you into 2nd place. So final hand, you are the dealer. Triplet pair, but no easy Yaku to attempt at this point. It's always dodgy when you have these sorts of hands with lots of terminals but no bonus tiles. You kind of force yourself to try and go for a reach hand, or at least a pinfu. Yeah, maybe. Nah. Also here, you've discarded 2 Souths, and Souths are the bonus trip tile this set, so you want to try and hold on to those if you've got other things that are loose. For example, your 8 dots not doing a lot for you here. Which is fine, you got rid of it now, but still, that's just my observation based on purely your hand at the moment. I'm not really looking at the other 3 at this stage.
Gee.
So, Chiz calls. He's got a triplet of the White Dragon, so he's safe to call tiles instead of a Yaku. Unfortunately, he needs a lot more points than he's currently seemingly on for. I'm sorry, did he say something? I don't believe so. Anyway. You have to remind me a moment. I don't think that's fairly live, but I was distracted. I meant discarding the South, most likely. From Texin, South is technically the bonus tile, and it's the 2nd draw. He had loose 8 in his hand, so it might have been worth holding on to that, at least until you could see another one. Because obviously you get a pair of those, suddenly you have bonus tile, and therefore you can call everything. As it happens though, here's 1 from Tenpai, so... Red 5 is also a dodgy discard at this point, but I guess you don't have a lot else to discard at this stage. It didn't backfire on you or anything. Here you could call, but you really shouldn't, and you don't, so all good. Can't argue with that. So it is a beginner trap to call everything and then leave yourself with no ability to win. Whereas what Horsky's doing is going straight for a cheap Tanyo. It's only be worth about 1,000 points, but he is in the lead. That's all he needs. 1,000 points is his. Game over. Texin picks up 3 points. Horsky picks up quite a few and at least has a positive score. I'll have to, when I eventually update the tracker, and I have plans to this weekend, we'll see where the actual tables lie. But there we go. So that was Mahjong Night for this, and apparently we're watching the same game again. In fact, we're watching the same hand again. Apparently it was so good you had to win it twice. So we'll call that there. Thanks for joining me as always, and I will see you another time. Is another game started, or is that just... Yeah, another game has started. Okay, who's in this? Who is in this? Viking, can you... Yeah. So once I get confirmation of this, I'll end the stream. But yeah, thank you all for joining me, and we will see you another time. So until then.